Hello friends, in the last video I explained how to create a toast or how to toast a message, and in this video I am going to demonstrate how to create a custom toast. Now look at this application. Here I have a text view followed by a button labeled click me. When I click this button, you can see that an image followed by a text view together got toasted. So how to create a toast message? This here I kept the image and text view in a different XML file, and I'm loading this during the runtime. So how to do all these things? I'm going to explain step by step. It is very easy to understand. I'm going to start a new project. May give the application some name, then minimum SDK required, an MD activity, click finish. Now the project is getting created. Okay, so here under resource I have the layout, I have the activity main.xml which contains a hello world text. and deleting it. So we are going to create an equivalent app like this. So I am going to put some first welcome to my app. Followed by I am going to keep some button, a small button. We'll say that click me. And if we want, we can change the ID of the button. So I'm going to say that click button. And now we may look at the text code. We have a text view which contains a text welcome to my app. Then for button, text is, that is the label is click me. Then its ID is click button. So now move to the main activity. So the first thing is find the button object. For that we have to use the method called find v by id, and to get that object's id we have to say r.id. click button. So now it returns a view object. If we want, we can store directly in the button object, but now it shows error. The reason is the find v by id's return type is view. View is the return type for find v by id, where view is the superclass for the class called button. So what we have to do is we have to go for explicit typecast button. Otherwise we can directly say that view class some reference variable equal without any typecast find v by id r.id.click button. And next is register the button for even handling, or we can say that register the button with even listener. For that use the button object dot set on click listener. Now you may type new, press space, and now press Ctrl space bar. You can see locate where the on click listener is, select and enter. automatically the code will be generated. So whenever you click the button, we want some action. What is that action? We want a custom toast. So what we have to do is first create a toast object which has no data. For that, toast some variable equal new toast. As how do you create object in Java? So the inside we have to specify what is the context. We have to get the application's context by calling get application context. Context means the runtime, the running environment. Next, we have to mention how long it should be. What is the duration, how long it should be displayed. Whether it is long length or short length, you may select. Then something should be, I am going to click once again. Please notice some view objects are loaded, right? For that, we have to say that toast dot, there is a method called set view. So this we need to code. Let to be coded. We'll code later. And once everything is ready, we can call the method show upon the toast object that will be shown. So how will you specify that? For that, what we have to do is go to the layout, create a new layout, go to the XML, layout XML file. You can specify what should be your layout name. For example, custom. Whether you want linear layout or relative layout, feel free to modify. Relative layout. When I click finish, you can see it's a text mode, it is relative layout. If you want linear layout, just replace it with linear. You can see that automatically this part is also reflected. So I'm going ahead with the relative layout. So once again, when I click here, so I need two view objects. So these two view objects I am going to put in this custom.xml file. So the first one is an image. So here under widget I have an option called image view. Just select, drag and drop it. But so far there is no image inside that image view. You can see that just image view layout width, height, ID and other necessary parameters. So we have to put some image. As I told you earlier that we have a drawable folder under the resource. So if we want to use some image, we can use this drawable folder. So for that, I'm going to take some image from my downloads folder. I have an image called like this image01.jpg. I'm copying this image and just right click over the drawable folder and select paste. And if you want, we can change the name or let it be like that. Click OK. Now we have to inform the image view that there is some image here. So for that, somewhere inside the image view, okay, something went wrong. Let me open this custom.xml once again. So I'm not able to insert the new line. Fine. The cursor is not getting located properly. So I'm going to delete the image view and I'm going to put it once again. So the whole image layout got deleted. Okay, let me create that layout once again. So new go to the XML layout XML file. So I'm going to say that custom layout, finish it. Then if you want, I'm going to change it as relative layout. Fine. Now I'm going to drag and drop an image view here, and I'm going to say that where is the source. So just press Ctrl spacebar and type SRC. We can see that automatically the code completion is coming. Android colon source equal within double quotes. Again, no need to type anything. Just press Ctrl spacebar. It will show from where you want to fetch the image. So here it is in drawable. And again, so in the drawable you can see there is a file called images. So if you want, you can type it fully manually, or you may press Ctrl spacebar, automatically comes. And now look at the design phase. You can see that the image is loaded. Now I am going to put a text also to specify my university. Double tap over there, see that my university. Fine. So let me keep it little more closer. That's all. Now we need to load all this into this toast. So now it is just an XML file. We have to convert these things into view objects. For that we have to use the layout inflator. So what I'm going to do is, in MainActivity.java, first we have to get the layout inflator object. Its purpose is to instantiate XML file so that we will get view objects and gadgets. So that is the purpose. To get the layout inflator object, there is a method called get layout inflator. You can see that it returns an object of type layout inflator. Mention the class, take some name and give it to that. So once the object is ready, we can inflate it. Inflate means, for example, inflate the balloon, fill the balloon. So there is a method called inflate, layout inflator dot inflate, and here I am going to pass two arguments. The first one is what to inflate, and the second one is where to inflate. Now we'll go back to the custom.xml, go to the text mode, and here I am going to add ID for this relative layout. We'll understand why I am doing like that. Android, sorry. Control spacebar, say that ID, again control spacebar. For example, we'll say that custom ID. It's very easy to understand. So two arguments I'm going to specify. The first argument, what to inflate. For that, r dot layout dot, that layout name is custom. It is about what to inflate. And next we have to say where to inflate. For that, we need to find view by ID r dot id dot a custom id, and this should be typecasted to a class called view group. So the first argument, it is about what to inflate. The second argument, it is about where to inflate. So here view group means it can have one or n number of view objects. And here as you see, there are two view objects. One is the image view and the second one is the text view. So all these things will be filled or inflated. So we can see that the return type of inflate, you can see that it gives a view object. So declare a reference variable for view. Now we will be getting a view object, that is the outcome of this inflate method, which contains two view objects. So that view object we need to pass as an argument to set view, like this. Okay, so here there is a small problem. Already here we have a view one, so this one. So this I will say that I will say custom view just to differentiate. So I will replace it custom view. And now there is an error. The reason is the variable custom view is accessed from with an inner class. So this must be a final variable. That's it. So now we have the toast object. We are setting its duration, and now in the toast we are setting what should be our view. So there we have two view objects. So once everything is set, we are calling the method show upon the toast object. So let us check. Now let me run the code. So now you can see the Gradle is building, or build system is Gradle. Installing the APK, you can see that, yeah, welcome to my app, click me. I am clicking this button. You can see that, yeah, now it is staying for a while and disappears. So the things that to remember is, if you want to create a custom toast, create a new XML file under the layout folder. There you can mention whatever you want to specify in the toast. It may be a plain text, it may be an image view, it can be anything you want to toast. So that set of objects you may keep it here, and in the main activity, what you do is get the layout inflator object, that is to instantiate the XML file, so that we'll be getting the view objects and the gadgets, and using the layout inflator object call the method inflate. So that inflate means fill, that's all. So here we have to mention what to inflate. So here in this context, this is the XML file you want to inflate, that is r.layout.custom, and we have to say that where you want to inflate. For that we have to find that layouts ID, what the layouts ID we have here, Android colon ID equal the custom ID. So that we have to get it and convert this into view group. So in this place it will be inflated, and when you call this method, it will return a view object which contains everything, that is our image view and the text view. So the view is ready. Now that view we have to set in our toast. And now when I click the click me button, you can see that instead of the standard textual content, we have a mix of different view objects. Hope that all of you understood. Thank you for watching.